Greetings, one and all out there in Cyberland. My name's Jason. This is the latest edition of Tunes and Talk, which is more or less a bi-weekly mini concert from the confines of my tiny studio apartment's even tinier bathroom. Why do I call it Tunes and Talk? Because Commode Cabaret, or Tunes from the Toilet, didn't sound right. If you've been here before, you know what to expect. I will sing you 10 songs, and I will let my stream of consciousness thinking just sort of ramble in between them. The last few episodes of Tunes and Talk, I've been building around the theme for each episode. And today, the theme is Carole King, because I love the great, incredibly gifted Miss Carole King, easily one of the best singer-songwriters of the 20th century, and she's still performing, and just recently did a sort of public service announcement that she put up on YouTube for COVID vaccination, reimagining her song "It's Too Late." It's not too late, it's not too late. Go and get yourself vaccinated, or something of that nature, to try and encourage people to get vaccinated. But just a really marvelous lady, and she was sort of a musical prodigy. Sold her first song to the record execs in New York City at, I believe, the age of 16. And of course, entered college early and had a super string of hits for other various artists with her writing partner and later husband, Jerry Goffin, for people like the Drifters and the Shirelles during the height of the Motown era, and then, of course, went on to record Tapestry, which won, I believe, 4 Grammys in 1971, and is still one of the biggest and best-selling albums of all time for obvious reasons. So today, all 10 songs are Carole King songs, and I may have a little bonus song surprise before it's all said and done. So let's kick it off with what was the B-side, if you can believe that, from the first single released from Tapestry. I feel the earth move under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to tremble whenever you're around. Oh baby, when I see your face, mellow as the month of May. Oh darling, I can't stand it when you look at me that way. I feel the earth move under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down. I feel my heart start to tremble whenever you're around. Oh, darling, when I'm near and you tenderly call my name, oh, I know that my emotions are something that I just can't tame. I've just got to have you, baby. Yeah, I feel the earth move under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel the earth move under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down. I just lose control down to my very soul. get hot and cold. All over, all over, all over, all over. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Oh, what an awesome song. Can you believe that was a B-side? And of course, went on to become a huge hit from Tapestry. That was one of the first, it might have been the first, but it was certainly one of the first songs I ever sang at karaoke. When I first moved out here to California, the KJ was saying, let's have everybody do an Elvis song. I was so excited to be at karaoke, and let's everybody do an Elvis song. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do an Elvis song. I don't know. I'm not even that big of an Elvis fan. I'm like, I don't know any Elvis song. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to sing what I want to sing. So I turned it in. He's like, oh, well, you do an Elvis song. I said, no, I want to do this song. I said, it's kind of appropriate. I just moved to California. And he looked at the song, I Feel the Earth Move. And he's like, oh, you got it. You got it. So, nice guy. I tipped him well. Oh, this next song. Oh boy, if this doesn't embody the mentality of a lot of people in this day and age, and it's pretty scary. Carole King didn't know she was a prophet. But she very well may have been. Now smack, water jack, he bought a shotgun, 'cause he was in the mood for a little confrontation. Just let it all hang loose. He didn't think about the noose. He couldn't take no more abuse, so he shot down the congregation. You can't talk to a man with a shotgun in his hand. Now big Jim the Chief stood for law and order. He called for the guards to come and surround the border. Now from his bulldog mouth, as he led the posse south, came the cry, we got to clean up the streets for our wives and our daughters. You know you can't talk to a man when they don't want to understand. The account of the catch wasn't in the papers, but you know they hanged old smack right there instead of later. You know the people were quite pleased, 'cause the outlaw had been seized, and on the whole it was a very good year for the undertaker. You know you can't talk to a man with a shotgun in his hand. Backwater Jack bought a shotgun. Backwater Jack, yeah, bought a shotgun. Talking about Jack, talking about Jack, Backwater Jack, Backwater Jack, Backwater Jack. He couldn't take no more abuse, so he shot down the congregation. Oh, too many people doing it that way. Why didn't you talk to the congregation? Why didn't you just leave the congregation? Say, you know what, congregation, you suck. I'm going to go find some other people. No. Don't be trying to solve your problems with violence. Too much of that crap in the world as it is. Go for peace. Makes people much happier. Oh, this next song. Oh, is one of those. Oh yeah? Well, take this. Breakup songs. One fine day, you'll look at me, and you will know our love was meant to be. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your man. The arms I long for will open wide, and you'll be proud to have me walking right by your side. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your man. Though I know you're the restless kind, you only want to run around. I'll keep waiting. Someday, darling, you'll come to me when you want to settle down. One fine day, we'll meet once more, and you will want to love you threw away before. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your man. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your man. One fine day, you're gonna want me. Oh, one fine day, you're gonna want me for your man. One fine day, you're gonna want me, you're gonna want me, you're gonna want me for your man. One fine day. Oh, that's one of those great old sounding 60s songs. That was recorded by, if I'm not mistaken, the Chiffons. And as I said, they have the Drifters, the Shirelles, the Chiffons, all those great groups that Carole King and her writing partner Jerry Goffin wrote for, including Little Eva. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. That Little Eva. Well, she was Carole and Jerry's babysitter. Oh yeah, she was their babysitter. And when they had that song, it's like, you know what, she sounds pretty good. So little Eva recorded Locomotion, and it became a monster hit. And Carole and Jerry had to go look for a new babysitter because, you know, little Eva was a recording star. She didn't have time to be watching other people's kids. Come on. Two of the writing partners, one of the other writing duos, I should say, that Carole and Jerry wrote with for so many years were Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil, who also have written so many hit songs over the years, always for other people. They don't record, but for so many other people. I think probably my favorite Barry Mann, Cynthia Weil song is Just Once. It was recorded by James Ingram. I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. Just once, can we find a way to finally make it right? Yeah, that Just Once. Barry Mann, Cynthia Weil. And they were writing, you know, as youngsters, when Carole and Jerry were writing, and the four of them formed a really close friendship, and were able to sort of lean on each other. And Barry and Cynthia, they weren't planning on getting together. That was a little pushing and prodding from Carole and Jerry to kind of get them together, and lo and behold, it worked. This is the first release from the Tapestry album, mega hit, and it was the A-side for I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet. And I've always loved this song. How could you not love this song? Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong here, there can be no denying. One of us is changing, baby, we just stop trying. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it, something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, no, no. It used to be so easy living here with you. You were light and breezy, and I knew just what to do. Now you look so unhappy, and I feel like a fool. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it, something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, no, no. Do, 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 do. Nice long, funky instrumental interlude. There'll be good times again for me and you, but we just can't stay together, don't you feel it too? Still I'm glad for what we had, and how I once loved you. But it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it, something inside has died, and I It's too late, baby. It's too late now, darling. It's too late. It's too late, baby. That has been covered not too often. There was a Carole King tribute album some years back. It was sort of a tribute to the Tapestry album, and Gloria Estefan recorded a cover to that, and quite a good cover. Not as good as Carole's recording, but you know, the irony is that Carole King really didn't even want to record the songs as a vocalist for Tapestry. She was a writer, considered herself a songwriter, didn't really consider herself so much a singer, but after she had moved to California and her marriage to Jerry Goffin had ended, and you know, she's there trying to raise kids and had really gone through some major life changes. The producer said, you know, Carole, you need to sing these songs. And she's like, well, I know. I'm like, no, Carole, these are your songs. You're writing about your life now. You need to sing these songs. And producers are right. There's one song on Tapestry that Carole did not want to put on there. They had not planned to put it on there, but they needed one more song. You know, there were so many songs they had planned for the album, and they had all the slots filled with all these great songs like I Feel the Earth Move, and It's Too Late, and Way Over Yonder, and Beautiful, and Home Again, and they were thinking, well, they need one more song. And again, the folks working on the album said, well, how about this one? And Carole looked at it and said, no. I said, well, why? It's a great song. Yeah, I know it's a great song. Jerry wrote the lyrics. So, well, this is supposed to be my album, and it's about, you know, getting past the relationship, and kind of went back and forth, and they said, you know, you need to sing this. She said, well, it's such a tough song for me to sing, and they said, sing it anyway. And the next thing we got was, looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel uninspired. When I knew I had to face another day, you know, you make me feel like a natural woman. Which, of course, Aretha, they had written that, and Aretha Franklin had recorded it and just slaughtered it. I mean, you could not have asked for a better person to sing that song than Aretha Franklin. But when Carole sang it on her own album, it really, she's like, okay, I knew we had our last song for the album. And you know, the funny thing is to think that Jerry Goffin, a man, wrote the lyrics for You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. So, oh my goodness. This song was not from the Tapestry album, it's from a later album, but it has always been probably one of my definitely top 5, maybe top 3 favorite Carole King songs. I just love the imagery in it. I hope you do too. Green fields and rolling hills, room enough to do what we will. Sweet dreams of yestertimes are running through my mind, of a place I left behind. Been so long, I can't remember when. I've been to Canaan and I want to go back again. Been so long, I'm living till then. 'Cause I've been to Canaan, and I won't rest until I go back again. Though I'm content with myself, sometimes I long to be somewhere else. I try to do what I can, but with our day-to-day demands, we all need a promised land. And it's been so long, I can't remember when. Been to Canaan and I wanna go back again. You see, it's been so long, I'm living till then. 'Cause I've been to Canaan, and I won't rest until I go back again. Oh, I wanna be there in the winter time, with the fireplace burning to warm me, you to hold me when it's stormy. Been so long, I can't remember when. I've been to Canaan and I wanna go back again. It's been so long, I'm living till then. 'Cause I've been to Canaan, and I won't rest until I go back again. I've been to Canaan, I won't rest until I go back again. Been to Canaan. I just love that. I want to be there in the winter time with a fireplace burning to warm me and you to hold me when it's stormy. That is the kind of imagery that that makes a song stick with you, at least to me. I'm a lyrics guy. I love good harmonies and melodies and all that. But I'm such a lyrics guy. I want a story, I want imagery, I want something to make that song stick with me. Not just an earworm that so much of the crap that passes for music these days depend on. But give me something with substance that I can really envision in my mind. Just priceless songs like that. I was thinking another Barry Mann and Cynthia Wilde song, as I mentioned them earlier, that I really love was Here You Come Again, which of course was a huge hit for Dolly Parton. Here you come again, just when I'm about to get myself together. Recorded also, the most beautiful, hauntingly beautiful version of that song ever was recorded by Clay Aiken. And, the funny thing, in an interview, Dolly was saying, somebody interviewed Dolly, and she said, oh, well, people said, well, heck, a great song like that, a monkey could have recorded that and had a great hit. And she said, well, a monkey did. and it's that I think was so typical of so many of the songwriters in that era. It's like we want a good song that anybody can record, and it's going to be a hit because of the song, because of the music, because of the lyrics. It doesn't have to have such a great voice. In Dolly's case, it did have a great voice. I mean, Dolly Parton, come on, incredible. But same way with Carole King's songs. If you look at something like You've Got a Friend, I mean, she recorded it. It's beautiful. James Taylor recorded it. Incredible. and it's just those kind of songs that have such quality that they are in a class by themselves. And this song is among them. This was recorded, this is many years later. Fast forward to the 90s, I think it was 91. This song was written by Carole King and arranged by David Foster, recorded by Bette Midler for a movie starring Meryl Streep. It's royalty, 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 and royalty, as far as I'm concerned. It's recorded for a movie called One True Thing. And now, is it too late to say how you made my life so different in your quiet way? I can see the joy in simple things, the sunlit sky and all the songs we used to sing. I have walked and I have prayed. I could forgive and we could start again. In the end, you are my one true friend. For all the time she closed her eyes, allowing me to stumble or to be surprised by life with all its twists and turns. I've made mistakes, somehow you always knew I'd learn. When I left, it's you who stayed. You always knew that I'd come home again. In the end, you are my one true friend. Though love may break, it never dies. It changes shape through changing eyes. What I denied, now I can see. You always were the light inside of me. I know that it was you. And I have walked, and I have prayed. I could forgive, and we could start again. In the end, you are my one true friend, my one true friend. I always knew, I always knew that it was you, my one true friend. My one true friend, from the movie One True Thing, starring Renee Zellweger and Meryl Streep. I've mentioned before in these Tunes and Talk episodes, if you get the opportunity to go see Beautiful, the Carole King musical, you absolutely should take it. I don't care if you have a $20 ticket in the nosebleed section of the venue, go do it. Go take the opportunity. It is a tour de force show, as somebody else I recently was talking with said who had seen it, like, it will absolutely have you immediately running home and downloading music, and searching YouTube and making new playlists on your Spotify and Pandora and those services like that, because so many of the songs, like, wow, Carole King wrote that. Carole King and Jerry Goffin wrote, wow, I didn't realize they wrote that. They wrote that too. Wow, up on the roof of the, wow, okay, Locomotion, yeah, oh, wow, seriously, like, yeah, they wrote a whole lot of music back then. And so, by all means, go see it. I had the privilege of seeing it back in 2015, I got to see it. And the young woman that played Carole was phenomenal. And I'm not sure if the first person to score that role was Melissa Benoist, but I know Melissa Benoist, TV's Supergirl, played Carole King in Beautiful, the Carole King musical. So, not only is she a Supergirl, she's a super singer. But do, if you get the opportunity to see the musical, don't let it pass you by. It's a tremendous experience. I'm going to switch music players here because I have some song resources on one and some song resources on the other, and sometimes they don't cross over. Been talking about the Tapestry album. And so, I thought I would bring you the title track. And I always like to have my lyric sheet, my cheat sheet for this one, so I don't get lost in the lyrics. It's such a beautiful story. Pump my volume a little bit for this. My life has been a tapestry of rich and royal hue, an everlasting vision of the ever-changing view, a wondrous woven magic in bits of blue and gold, a tapestry to feel and see, impossible to hold. Once amid the soft silver sadness in the sky, there came a man of fortune, a drifter passing by. He wore a torn and tattered cloth around his leathered hide, and a coat of many colors, yellow-green on either side. He moved with some uncertainty, as if he didn't know just what he was there for, or where he ought to go. Once he reached for something golden hanging from a tree, and his hand came down empty. Soon within my tapestry, along the rutted road, he sat down on a river rock and turned into a toad. It seemed that he had fallen into someone's wicked spell, and I wept to see him suffer though I didn't know him well. As I watched in sorrow, there suddenly appeared a figure gray and ghostly beneath a flowing beard. In times of deepest sadness, I've seen him dressed in black. Now my tapestry's unraveling. He's come to take me back. He's come to take me back. Tapestry. We're all weaving our own tapestries of life, and we don't always know where they're going to go. We don't know what they're going to look like when it's all said and done. We are sometimes lucky enough to get some beautiful colors to weave into that tapestry, and some beautiful images, memories, and I think it would be really something that if there is an afterlife, that when you get to the other side, the afterlife, the heaven, whatever you want to call it, you were able to turn around and see this magnificent tapestry that you wove while you were here in this life. God love you, Carole, for inspiring thoughts like that. Next up is my favorite Carole King song ever, also from Tapestry. This has been covered a couple of other times too. On the Tapestry tribute album, it was Rod Stewart, and did a great job. And I think a lot of us feel this way, especially after, coming off of almost a year and a half of pandemic and social isolation, and having to see our loved ones with Zoom calls and video chats and do phone calls, and so long of not getting to see people in person. This one really hits home for so many of us. So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. It doesn't help to know you're just time away. Long ago I reached for you, and there you stood. Holding you again could only do me good. How I wish I could, but you're so far away. One more song about moving along the highway. I can't say much of anything that's new. If I could only work this life out my way, I'd rather spend it being close to you. But you're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. Doesn't help to know you're so far away. Yeah, you're so far away. down and lonely, nothing else to do but close my mind. I sure hope the road don't come to own me. There are so many dreams I've yet to find, but you're so far away. And it would be so fine to see your face at my door. Doesn't help to know you're so far away. Yeah, you're so far away. You're so far away. And we fade. We fade. So far away. I think sometimes about my best friend who lives in Central Texas. And, you know, she and I have really only physically been in the same place, like seen each other in the flesh, I think 4 times in 25 years. And yet, whenever we call or text or email, it's like not a second has passed. We pick up the thread right where we left off, and it's like I just saw her a minute ago. And, you know, some days I'll be going through my day at work and something silly will happen, or just going about my day, and I can hear her laugh in my mind. And so even though she and I are far away from each other, we're always right here. And so I hope that even though you may be so far away from the people you love, that you always feel them close. This next song, speaking of people we love, was written for the movie A League of Their Own, or A League of Our Own. So A League of Our Own, A League of Their Own. A League of Our Own. With Madonna and Gina Davis and Rosie O'Donnell and Tom Hanks, about the Peaches, the ladies' baseball team. And it's a song about friendship. And you know what that means to me. I think I just told you, I'm talking about my best friend. Always love this song. Now and forever, you are a part of me, and the memory cuts like a knife. Didn't we find the ecstasy? Didn't we share the daylight when you walked into my life? Now and forever, I'll remember all the promises still unbroken, and think about all the words between us that never needed to be spoken. We had a moment, just one moment, that will last beyond the dream, beyond the lifetime. We are the lucky ones. Some people never get to do all we got to do. Now and forever, I will always think of you. Didn't we come together? Didn't we live together? Didn't we play together? Didn't we cry together? hidden with love together, and together we lit up the world. I miss the tears, and I miss the laughter. I miss the day we met and all that followed after. Sometimes I wish I could always be with you the way we used to do. But now and forever, I will always think of you. For now and forever, I will always be with you. Oh, I'll always be with you. Now and forever. I usually always do 10 songs for these tunes and talk, but tonight you're going to get 11. I have one more that I've got in the barrel that I have music for. However, I also have one that I'm going to sing for you a cappella, and that's usually not something I do, okay? I mean, I fool around like, yeah, here you came again, just once, that kind of thing. But no, to actually really sing, I usually don't sing a cappella. However, for every one of these tunes and talk episodes, I like to try at least one song that I've never sung before, or maybe have only sung once years ago at karaoke, whatever, because I like to try and keep expanding my repertoire. Now, I don't honestly know if the music for this exists out there. I can't find a backtrack, a karaoke track. I haven't been able to find sheet music. Maybe someday there'll be like a Carole King sheet music omnibus that will have this song in it. But I'm going to sing it anyway for the first time ever. It was written and recorded as a theme song for a marvelous, marvelous television series that was, it premiered in 1991. It only ran 2 seasons. It starred Sharon Gless, and it was called The Trials of Rosie O'Neill. And Sharon Gless played a public defender who was different in every single way than the character she played in Cagney and Lacey. You know, she was West Coast and Cagney was East Coast. She was a left-winger. Cagney was more right-wing sensibilities, and Cagney had a relationship with her father. Rosie O'Neill had a relationship with her mother. But it was such a powerfully written show, and I always thought it was a shame it didn't get more than 2 seasons. Sharon Gless did win a Golden Globe for it. And Carole King wrote this song as the theme song, and actually appeared herself in an episode about Rosie's high school reunion. And she played one of Rosie O'Neill's high school classmates named Toby, who was a songwriter. And for the opening credits of the show, Melissa Manchester recorded this. So if you watch the show back then, and you can still find the opening credits, unfortunately I can't find the show, but you can still find the opening credits on YouTube, and you can hear Melissa Manchester sing this beautiful song. But when Carole guest starred on the show, it was this song that the character had supposedly written for their high school graduation that all the seniors were walking down the aisle to. And I thought that was a really neat way to work that into the show, and I love the song. So I've never sung it. I don't usually sing a cappella. Forgive me if this crashes and burns. But it's such a beautiful song, I wanted to give it a shot. And it's called I Wish I Knew. Okay? Bear with me. Living in time, and feeling every moment. Do I walk into tomorrow and never look behind? In a perfect world, everyone's dreams would all come true. How will it all unfold? I wish I knew. As I try to learn the answers and I tumble along the way, I'm empowered by the love in my heart, by the thoughts in my mind, by the dreams I dream each day. What will the future hold? I wonder, what will the future hold? How will it all unfold? I wish I knew. Ooh, I wish I knew. Isn't that a beautiful little song? I think that embodies so much of what so many of us feel all the time. You know, we're sort of walking blindly into this future, tumbling and stumbling, and sometimes tripping over our own metaphorical feet, and saying, "God, I wish I knew how it was all gonna turn out." Or maybe you like surprises. But I do have one more song in the barrel tonight to wrap up this edition of Tunes and Talk. Thank you so much for sticking around for this Carole King-centric Tunes and Talk. This song was written by Carole and Jerry. It was first recorded by the Shirelles. It has been recorded by Carole, and by Carole as a duet with James Taylor. It has been recorded by Laura Branigan, by Dionne Warwick, by Roberta Flack. Covered and covered and covered. This is the Laura Branigan arrangement because I've always found it to be the most beautiful. So sing along if you feel like it. Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love ever so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting treasure, or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your sighs? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you say that I'm the only one. But will the spell and my heart both be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I'd like to know that your love is the love that I can always be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Please tell me now, tomorrow. I'll still love you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We'll do it all again next time.